A storm alert this morning. We're tracking another round of strong storms this evening and tonight. We'll time out when the worst of the weather moves through.
With the threat of severe storms hours away, Ameren is working this morning to help keep the lights on. How you can stay safe as severe weather could hit overnight.
In just a few hours, a convicted murderer could walk free, while the St. Louis Circuit Attorney wants a judge to re-examine the case.
Trash troubles in St. Louis. Why you might have to leave your garbage curbside longer than expected this morning.
Riding cross country to honor our veterans. This morning, the group heading to our nation's capital just in time for Memorial Day.
New book just in time for summer. The novel that'll have you falling in love, and where you can meet the author with St. Louis connections.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, May the 21st. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. You know, we've been talking about the threat of severe storms tonight. Meteorologist Anthony Slaughter is here with the timing of that. And Anthony, I know this is maybe a silly question, but would you ever tell or consider telling people to sleep in the basement? You know, if it was a comfy basement, of course.
If you got a guest room or if you have a nice, comfortable couch or something, you know, my room's in the basement, so, you know, I don't have to, you know, check a different box. But yeah, I mean, and also keep in mind, you probably want to have some shoes nearby as well, just in case you have to act fast and get to that safe place. So yes, we're talking the potential of storms tonight after 7 o'clock until 3 in the morning. That's when the storms will roll through. You basically just want to make sure your cell phone is charged. In the event of any dangerous weather, that'll wake you up in the middle of the night and alert you when you're sleeping. So this morning, it's dry, and we'll have a dry day. The storms are up in Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas. No rain here locally, but the numbers are warm, and it is muggy as you step out the door. In the 60s from Flora, Mount Vernon, Litchfield, even Alton and Chesterfield included there, Sullivan as well. Look at your highs today, near 90 degrees for Belleville. Same deal in St. Louis, perhaps 92. Festus, you're up there as well, 92 as well over in St. Charles. We will take a deeper dive into the storm threat for tonight and a look at more storms as we head through the rest of the week. Details on all of that coming up. Let's get you updated on our roadways. Say good morning to Paul Cook. I don't know, Paul, what are you on? Second floor, first floor where you go to bed?
Second floor.
Second floor,
but I'll go sleep in that basement. Man,
Yeah.
I love that stuff. Get the
always-
candles out.
Always cool down there, too.
Yeah, and you know, all the holidays happen there because we store Christmas and Halloween, and I know that's a little weird. Okay, so right now, and there's a basement smell. Okay, I'm done. Right now, one delay out there. This is in O'Fallon, Missouri, and there's a solution, but it's not perfect because of the delay happening here. We want you to take Mexico Road, but you've got a delay happening. This is Mexico Road right here. We have a delay happening before you'd be able to take that as an alternate route. So just something to think about, and then we zoom out to the big map, and yeah, you're seeing just a lot of green. Otherwise, though, a slower travel time happening here on 70 westbound in O'Fallon. Another take of traffic minutes away.
Well, as Anthony's been telling us throughout the morning, in just a few hours, severe weather could be heading our way. And you know what? It's already been a very eventful spring weather-wise.
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell us. You know, Diamond Palmer is joining us live in St. Anne. And Diamond, I know that St. Louis County officials are already standing by.
Michelle and Brittany, that's right. They're standing by and they're putting all hands on deck ahead of today's possible severe weather. Now, I'm live here in St. Anne at their City Hall, and just behind me, as you can see, that is one of just over 200 tornado sirens here in St. Louis County. Of course, Michelle and Brittany, these sirens are an important tool in warning you about severe weather that may be headed your way. When you hear those, you should be in your safe space or headed to your safe space. So St. Anne is about a 17-mile drive north of downtown St. Louis, and with this siren sitting along St. Charles Rock Road, as you can see here on your screen. And already, 5 on your side meteorologists say there have been more than 24 tornadoes, including several that struck in the last few weeks in Sullivan and Annapolis. The last time we've seen that many tornadoes was more than 20 years ago in 1998. St. Louis County officials say they will have each of their 5 Operations Center crews on standby today. ready to help clear trees and limbs from roads. So this morning, let's get right to the things that you need to know to stay safe in the event of severe weather. The National Weather Service recommends going to an interior room or home of an office or even a basement if you have that choice. You should also avoid sheltering in mobile homes, cars, or large rooms. Of course, coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk about what St. Louis County is doing to help keep people safe and what Ameren is doing to help upgrade aging infrastructure. Reporting live here in St. Anne, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
All right, thanks so much, Diamond. You know, you can be prepared too. You can get the latest Weather First forecast on air on the 5 on Your Side app and on KSDK.com. You can also text the word weather to 314-425-5355.
This morning, the fate of a St. Louis man is on the line after spending more than 3 decades behind bars for a murder that he says he did not commit. Our Mercedes McKay joins us now live from downtown St. Louis with what we all could expect at Christopher Dunn's hearing today. Mercedes?
Good morning, Rennie. We're live right now outside of the St. Louis Circuit Court, where 3 hours from now, a judge will decide whether or not Christopher Dunn should be free. So how did we get here today? Well, this past February, St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore filed a petition to vacate Dunn's conviction. Dunn was just 18 years old when he was put behind bars for the 1991 murder of 15-year-old Rico Rogers. As you can see on this map on your screen, the shooting happened at a home on Labadie Avenue in the Wells Goodfellow neighborhood of North St. Louis. And for the past 33 years, Dunn's maintained his innocence. Overturning his conviction was something former Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner pushed for, filing the vacate request days before she resigned last May. Now, a key piece of evidence used to convict Dunn was testimony from a 12-year-old and 14-year-old boy who were with Rogers when he was shot in a porch. Later, both recanted their testimony, saying they were coerced by police and prosecutors. This morning, a judge will consider the evidence at Dunn's original trial, as well as other evidence presented in post-conviction proceedings. Now, the hearing is set to start this morning at 9 a.m., and it could last up to 3 days. 5 on Your Side will be in the courtroom. Coming up in our next half hour, I'll tell you about a law that was passed a few years ago that's allowing for inmates just like Dunn to get a second chance. Live in downtown St. Louis, Mercedes McKay, 5 on Your Side.
Thank you, Mercedes. The time right now is 6:07, and in just hours from now, a former town and country police officer charged with child sex crimes is expected to appear in court. A plea and trial hearing for former Sergeant Jason Fowle is set for 1 o'clock this afternoon in Jefferson County. Now, he is accused of sexually abusing 2 children between August of 2012 and July of 2023 while he was on the force.
Coming up, the New York case against former President Donald Trump is now wrapping up. We're going to have the details that a witness revealed on the stand.
Some neighborhoods in St. Louis may be in a stinky situation. What the city is doing to pick up trash on time.
And as you send the kids off to the bus stop this morning, we do have warm, dry, muggy conditions this morning. We're near 70. We'll be up near 90 degrees this afternoon with strong storms expected tonight.